Okay, listen up, guys. I know I'm incredibly late for one of these, but as I said in my LP of Transformers Fall for Cybertron, I've been in Florida and just getting some break. I've been doing some things at school. I know I'm very late for this, but let's just finally get through this, okay? So, time to look at the second part at Princess Twilight Sparkle, but we have to go through our little recap first.
It's Princess Luna and Princess Celestia.
The Everfree Forest is invading. I think I'm starting to get a pretty good idea of who we're up against.
I'm informed, don't you remember? Why don't you ask your zebra friend?
You can turn the potion from purple to white. You may see why the sky is day and night.
Princess Luna, there can only be one princess in Equestria, and that princess will be me!
So, that pretty much happened before I was rudely interrupted last time. So, yeah, if you remember, Twilight sees the transformation from Princess Luna to Nightmare Moon, and then this is where Celestia steps in, and we actually get ourselves a really dramatic moment. Actually, wait, I take that back.
Luna, think of how long you were...
Oh, wait, actually, it is going to be dramatic.
There was no choice but to send you back.
And why does she look shiny all of a sudden?
Luna, I will not fight you. You must lower the moon. It is your duty. Luna,
I am Nightmare Moon. I have but one royal duty now, to destroy you!
Oh boy, we're gonna get ourselves some kick-ass Alicorn action scenes. And Twilight magically knows how to fly. My god, is this action scene so intense. You can clearly see I already have a great smile on my face. So Twilight goes in to see if Luna killed Celestia, but nah, just kidding. She's alright.
I am sorry, but you have given me no choice but to use speed.
And it looks like we are in the past, because now Celestia summons the elements of harmony, and I think you know where this is going.
That's how we looked in...
Yeah, so Twilight figures out this all happened in the past, and now Celestia has to use the element to send Luna back to the moon. However, even though it's all been told, of course, the limit, however, in this episode, it actually shows that Celestia is gets upset that she has to send her only sister back to the moon for thousands of years. So, it's actually kind of sad.
It's just, you were mumbling to yourself.
Oh, and don't forget the uncontrollable sobbing.
And apparently, all of this was really creepy to the other members of the main six, and Discord apparently recorded the crying portion.
If you will, you should really consider taking it on the road.
Did you find out whose rope we need to take, and where we can find him? I saw something from a long time ago, but it didn't explain what's happening now.
Forget it.
Perhaps farther back still are the answers you seek. Another sip of the potion with...
You mean the potion that looks like semen for some reason? Yeah, by the way, I should let you know, like the last part, there's gonna be some sexual innuendos. Just a heads up.
You sure about this?
So apparently Twilight goes back into So apparently Twilight heads back into the past where Celestia and Luna fought Discord. When he had everything in control.
How about a game of pin the tail on the pony?
Playtime is over for you, Discord.
Oh, I doubt that. Hungry? Suit yourselves.
You know what? I actually thought those were like little mini coals at first. I remember when I was a kid, there was actually, like, if you actually had those little coal things that actually tasted like, if you chew them, they actually tasted like gum. Like, if you ever had one of those, you can understand what I'm talking about. So, it doesn't really explain explain much of what happens other than Celestia and Luna turning in Discord to stone for the first time. And apparently... But then Twilight discovers something that was in some of the promos known as the Tree of Harmony. Yeah, how much you want to bet they're probably going to add the word harmony next to the next MacGuffin in Season 5 opening?
Tree of Harmony. The Tree of Harmony?
Yeah, this was never actually brought up before until now.
By Cutie Mark.
Let's just pray to God that that line doesn't turn into... Oh, wait, actually, yes, it did. That line turns into an incredibly obnoxious meme that gets really annoying. Seriously, we can't go one line in the show where a simple line doesn't turn into a gigantic meme. Well, then again, it's the internet. They're going to do anything to...
Even without these elements, the Tree of Harmony will possess a powerful magic.
So, apparently, Luna and Celestia took the elements and protected them to get away from the Tree of Harmony when the time's needed, and Twilight tells the others what they have to do.
Princess Celestia and Princess Luna found the elements. I think it's in danger.
Well, alright then. Let's go save a tree.
Well, you did save trees and over barrels, so it's not really all that strange.
Where is it exactly? I think it's in... there!
I'm going to need more popcorn.
Yes, Discord. Just like with like the famous moral anti-hero Deadpool has the ability to break the fourth wall. Never changes. So yes, the main six now have to venture through the dangerous, well, now dangerous Everfree Forest in order to get the elements back.
Like only yesterday we were heading into these woods to find the elements of harmony.
And it was literally only 2 years ago when I started to watch this. Really does feel like deja vu.
Yesterday I was foolish enough to think I should go after them on my own. I don't know what we're going to face in there, but whatever it is, I know we need to face it together.
And immediately they have to fight off a stone alligator. Okay, so let me get this straight. So, you managed to perfectly animate an alligator, then why the hell didn't you do the same things to the Timberwolves and Spike at your service? Really sorry, I'm still on that. So, the main six save Twilight, but then we get a actually rather serious conversation and rather mature of how the main six make the decisions of what Twilight should do.
Sure you're alright? I'm fine. I just can't seem to get these new wings to do what I want them to do when I want them to do it.
Which makes me wonder how you were able to fly without any problems in the flashback, but then again, it doesn't take away from what it's trying to do.
Eventually isn't soon enough.
You have been having an awful lot of trouble with those things. And, well, who knows what else is going to come after us. You know, maybe it wouldn't be such a bad idea for Twilight to go back to Ponyville and let us look for the Tree of Harmony without her.
What? Why?
For starters, you just about got eaten by a crocodile.
We all did. He wasn't after just me.
Sure, but, well, the rest of us aren't princesses.
What's that got to do with anything?
Princess Celestia and Princess Luna are gone. If something happened to you, I just don't think Equestria can risk losing another princess.
Applejack does make a valid point. Even if we manage to save the Tree of Harmony, it won't necessarily mean Princess Celestia and Princess Luna will return. Equestria will need some pony to lead in their absence. But the Tree of Harmony, I'm the only one who has seen it and knows what it looks like. Huge tree, cutie marks on the trunk, probably being attacked by something hideously awful. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll know it when we see it. All of you feel this way? Feel like I shouldn't be here? It is probably for the best.
You know, I really have nothing to say, but this is actually somewhat really worrisome. The main six to be concerned about Twilight, considering the situation they're in. So to tell her to go back just to be safe so they can handle the situation, does make me feel sorry for Twilight. Yet, like most people brought up about this plot point, it does pretty much... That doesn't ignore the fact that with Twilight gone, they pretty much can't use the elements of harmony. But for this moment to actually be this dramatic and depressing, I'm actually going to let that nitpick slide. So Twilight and Spike head back to Ponyville, and through Discord's encouragement, he somehow manages to convince Twilight to go back.
I don't think I'm better than any pony.
Oh, well, how silly of me to assume that you would think that. All you did was choose to keep your precious princess self out of harm's way while your friends thrust themselves right into it. I'm sure you'll all be the best of pals again when they return from their terrifying yet deeply bonding experience that they're having without you.
And with Discord's way with words, Twilight decides to go back.
Discord may be reformed, but he's not that reformed. He's just trying to get under your skin. Well, it's working.
We'll give him this. He actually has a way with words. Oh yeah, and the other members of the main six eventually find the Tree of Harmony. So yeah, the other members of the main six find where Twilight is, but here's a big shock.
I think it's dying.
Well, that's the first time I heard some pony say the word die in the show.
So let's save it already.
So, yeah, as you can probably tell, without Twilight, the main six can't do anything to save the tree.
That's what I thought.
I know who would know what to do. We sent her home.
Yeah, it wasn't so much of a bright move when you had to come this far. And apparently, this also gets Rainbow Dash and Applejack to pretty much bicker.
It was your idea, Applejack.
We all agreed it was the best thing, Rainbow Dash. We were trying to protect her. Twilight! Trouble! Help!
And, oh hey, so they finally gave him bruises. That's nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Twilight also gotten sprayed by these mutated plants, and the rest of the main six go back to save them, and they realize how much of a foolish decision it was.
I sure am glad you came looking for us.
Not as glad as I am that you found me. The truth of it is, Twilight, we're simply lost without you. Yeah, Equestria may need its princess, but we need our friends.
So they eventually see the dying Tree of Harmony, and Twilight tries to figure out how to get... Well, and
even without these elements, the Tree of Harmony will possess a powerful magic. As long as
so then the only logical conclusion to save the tree is...
I know how we can save the tree. We have to give it the elements of harmony.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not see that coming. Seriously, how many of you would actually expect for them to give up the elements? Be honest, because really think about it. Giving up the elements is really dangerous, but it's a last resort to pretty much save the Tree of Harmony and to continue to give it life. So yeah, this great plot twist, I did not see that coming.
Whoa. How are we supposed to protect Equestria? How are we meant to rein Discord in if we can't use the elements to turn him back to stone?
Twilight, the elements of harmony, they're what keep us connected no matter what.
You're right about one thing, Applejack. The elements of harmony did bring us together. But it isn't the elements that will keep us connected. It's our friendship, and it's more important and more powerful than any magic. My new role in Equestria may mean I have to take on new responsibilities, and our friendships may be tested, but it will never, ever be broken. There's no time to lose. Every pony ready? Ready!
So, yeah. So now the main six have to give up the elements of harmony and give it back to the tree. And apparently the vines become self-aware and... You know, I've already touched on the sexual innuendos, but you already know what that scene reminds you of. I'm good. So Twilight returns the elements, and of course, this not only saves the Tree of Harmony, but it also saves all of Equestria. And even Luna and Celestia are alright. I guess maybe the vines kidnapped them in the middle of the night. Actually, no, wait, that did happen. But even after...
Difficult it must have been for you to give up the elements.
But then even after all that, we are given the major plot point for the entire season. A flower grows out of the Tree of Harmony and reveals a chest that has 6 keyholes. Which is pretty much going to be the major plot point for the entire season.
What's inside it? How am I supposed to open it?
Oh yeah, and when they also return...
Uncomfortable stone.
And if you want to remain friends, you stop.
One thing I don't get. Why did all this happen now?
Yeah, I gotta admit, why would that happen?
I have no idea. Those seeds I planted should have sprouted up ages ago.
So, yeah.
What did you say?
Oh, why should I try to explain it when you can see for yourself?
So, yeah, another major plot point I did not see coming is that those little seeds that Discord was chewing on earlier
Discord.
were actually the vine seeds that he planted 1,000 years ago before they turned to stone.
Didn't go according to my original plan. My plunder seeds should have stolen the magic from the Tree of Harmony and captured Princess Celestia and Princess Luna thousands of moons ago. Alas, it seems, the tree had enough magic to keep the seeds from growing up big and strong.
Until now.
Until now, that is.
So, yeah, I gotta admit, that's another thing I did not see coming either.
You realize this is information we could have used hours ago?
I robbed you of a valuable lesson about being princess?
He does have a point there, Twilight.
What kind of friend do you think I am?
So now everything's brought back to normal, and now they begin the summer sunset celebration as Twilight manages to learn how to fly and gets her part right. And my God, is it beautiful. And thus, that is the second part to the second. Now, as a whole for the two-parter, this has easily been so far my favorite series premiere. The season premiere. I think a lot of things I really like about this episode is that a lot of things that people have been bitching and complaining about have been addressed. What's Twilight's role now that she's a princess? What will Celestia do now that Twilight's no longer a student? Is Discord really reformed? All of that is pretty much addressed. There have been a lot of dramatic moments in this episode that make me feel kind of sad, and it's really nice to dive into the character's psyche and look back on the past. Yeah, there is the occasional stupid moments that actually made me want to do a facepalm, but aside from that, there have been a lot of really dramatic moments, and there were a lot of great plot twists that I didn't see coming. All that combined pretty much makes it for the best season premiere so far. So, as a whole, I would give it the second part to Princess Twilight Sparkle an A. So the season premiere as a whole gets an A. Easily my favorite season premiere so far. Well, okay. So at long last, that finally wraps up the two-part of the season 4 premiere. I'm FlickCam Gamer. Season 4 has only begun, and next time I will see you in Castlemania. Season 4 has just begun.